Lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight? FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.
Hello. Welcome. Thank you. It is Valentine's Day, y'all. And happy Valentine's Day for all those who celebrated. We're going to have in our FOCK section, the relationship and sexuality section, we will talk about Valentine's Day just a little bit. And today, though, welcome to we're at number 76, episode number 76 of Talking Truth to Teen Issues. Tissues. Achoo. Achoo. Who do we got in the house? Let's see. Organic snake oil powder. Now that is a name for sure. And Magic 8-Ball Spot. What's going on? Welcome. Let me give you all somewhere around here. Applause. Thank you all for dropping by. I really appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed. Send a friend, bring a friend. If you got any teenage kids, teenage friends, send them on over because this is where we really get some answers to teen issues. And today's show is specifically that. I have some friends that are principals. I'm part of a principal group. And one of the principals is stating in a meeting that we had the other day how they're able to see some of the searches that kids are looking up on their computer, their school distributed computer. And it's really troubling. I did a video on one of them today talking about I hate my life. We're going to talk about that today. Of course, don't worry about it. There are people that take care of these searches that talks to the kids and their parents, if that's something that popped in your head. Today, though, we're going to address that question, what to do when you hate your life, how not to hate your life. We're going to go through 10 steps, not steps, but 10 things that you could do to never say that again, to just make your life much better. And of course, in our FOUNT section, we're talking about sleep. Always important to talk about sleep. Every time I go to schools and talk to students, sleep is always the issue where people are just like, y'all not sleeping. Listen, wisdom teethingers and wisdom teethingers, if you're a teen to early 20s, you are a wisdom teethinger. You all are not sleeping. What's up with that? Well, I'm going to give you a few tips. Maybe there's something going on that I can help with. I'm going to teach you a few tips on how to really get some sleep. Then our FOCK section, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Why not? And talking about the driver today as our teen archetype, because my son, he just got he's this close to getting his learner's permit. We're about to head down to the DMV. He take his test and he's going to have his own license and he'll be on the street. So we're going to talk about that because I know some of y'all just driving too. Give you some little tips and tricks, something to do. And then we're going to round out the last part of the show where I am going to talk about y'all know I love to embarrass myself because, if you can learn from one of my embarrassing stories, why not? And this one's going to be embarrassing. Teens have fun when the adults are sleeping. They do. Hold on. There's something I need to fix. No. Okay. It's good. All right. We're right where I need to be. How y'all doing? How is the week before we hop in to the show? How's everybody's week? Everything going good? Nothing exciting happened? Anything you want to share with the congregation? Let the church say amen. Nothing you want to share? I promise you, I can get your comments put up on the screen. Right now, my computer its memory is at 0. The most I can do right now is stream. Once I expand, I'm depressed and still shackled. Magic 8-ball spot, I am so sorry to hear that. I will keep praying for you. There is absolutely great hope in the promises of God. And honestly, that's all I can do from this far out, from where I am. And for sure, I will keep you in my prayers at all times. God can save your depression. And if you're feeling like you're going to hurt yourself or anything like that, go see a medical professional. They can help. I'm a doctor. I'm an internal medicine doctor, and I have nothing against medication. They are a good Band-Aid on a situation till you can get a real hold on what's going on. Go see a doctor and somebody to be able to help you through what you're going through. All right, let's see. What else is going on? Anyone else? Okay. Well, you know what? After the DM for the youth, then, which is the main subject that we talk about. After that, I always pause for a second to look at some of the comments in the comment section. And if y'all have some stuff that pops up, we'll talk about it then. That's how I met. That's how I met Spot in therapy. Oh, well, thanks for sharing. Yeah, you meet cool people too. And here you all are, both in the stream. Appreciate you all being here for sure. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get it. I guess I got to set it up. Here we go. Let me pull it up here. Give me a second. You see it right there. I hate my life so much. This was an actual Google search by a teenager. It breaks my heart. You could hate your life. Life has barely started. But it's for real. There are people out there, teenagers, wisdom teethingers out there that hate their life. And today I have 10 things that you could do, actionable steps that you can do to never say those words again. Before we do, though, let's look at this. Let's look at the reel. Here we go.
Listen closely to hear the number one thing that makes you hate your life. Comparison. Comparison will steal your joy. Listen.
Comparison will absolutely steal your joy. That is the number one reason why most people hate your life. And actually, that is going to be the number one thing that we address today. Number one, if you want to never, ever utter those words, I hate my life so much. If you never want to say that, work on not comparing your life with anybody else's. Comparison will absolutely steal your joy. The whole grass is always greener phenomena. Grass is always greener epidemic. You are just you're standing where you are and wishing you were over there and not even paying attention to what you have right here. You're watching the tickety talk and the people flying off to where people fly off to these days. They fly off to Bali. You always see them on those little houses in the middle of the ocean. People are private jets. They got the girls. They got the guys. They got the BBLs. They have all these things, and you start comparing yourself to everybody, and you begin to hate your life. Look at me. I'm sitting over here with a shape. I'm shaped like a pole up and down. There's not a curve in sight. I don't have a muscle to show nothing. You're just there, and they're over there just being the hottest thing on the planet. And that is where you are. No, be happy for where you are. Because guess what? This is where you are. It's just accepting the reality of your life will 100% cause exponential increase in your joy. Trust me on that one. Do not compare your lives to other people. If you find yourself on the Tickety Talk and the Googler and you're looking at everybody's posts, what they're eating, what they're not eating, who they're hanging with, if you're finding yourself just hating your life because you're watching them, just shut that thing off. Shut that thing off for real. Number two is learn to really love. Like really love. I've done a few videos on love before. And today is Valentine's Day, so why not? Just a refresher. Remember, love is a principle. Okay, it's a series of steps. It is not just fluttering inside your little heart and you see somebody and you just, that's, my sister always say, that's gas. That could be gas. You don't know. You can't distinguish it from anything. It's just a feeling inside your body. That's not going to last. When all of that adrenaline and all of that wears off, then you're left with the day-to-day decision of loving a person, of being kind, of being understanding, of being patient. 1 Corinthians 13 really spells out word for word, line by line, what real love is. It's a principle. It's not a feeling. These things are just manufactured to just make humans miserable. Trust me on this one. If you want to start loving your life, if you want to never say, I hate my life so much again, really learn the principles of love, how to really and truly love yourself and love other human beings and love God. Number 3, avoid drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. I know, like, it's cliche, right? But no, I'm going to be all doctory on it for you all. It's not just cliche, I promise you. Most of you all out here now just smoking weed like it's nothing, right? It's like you're drinking water. Everybody's out here smoking weed. Grandma out here smoking weed. You and your grandma out there smoking weed together. Nobody don't think nothing about it anymore. Guess what? That stuff will make you paranoid. It's a hypnotic medication, not medication, or drug or herb. It removes you from reality. It can make you paranoid and unhappy with your life. You are out there floating in the stratosphere or wherever it is that you are with these medications because, it's supposed to like enhance your consciousness. And I don't even know. There's a lot of stuff they say it's supposed to do. But when you come back down to earth, when you come back down to reality, you realize that you're here. You're just here. And you're like, oh, well, this is it? How can I just stay in a constant heightened state? And you can if you exercise and eat well and go to sleep and those kind of things. But no. Everybody want to smoke weed. Trust me on this one. You stop, don't do drugs, don't drink. Those things will make you paranoid. And then you end up just absolutely hating your life when you come back down to reality. Learn to live your life with a sober mind. Number 4. Find happiness in the little things. And there's this post that I saw right here. When you are unhappy with your life, remember this picture. This is from, Million Recodes. I'm not sure who that is, but that is borrowed from their Instagram post. When you hate your life, remember this picture. There are people out there that are just making do with what you have thrown away. Be happy with the small things. Really look for the little blessings. There's always one thing that you can find. If you get in the habit of finding and counting your blessings and looking at the things where, you know what, that's not too bad. I woke up this morning. Somebody said hi to me. I breathed. I mean, sometimes you just have to go to basic, like, I breathed. I turned the faucet on and the water came out. That's something to be happy about. Find happiness in the little things, like for real. Yeah. And then the number 5. Let's keep on to number 5. Number 5 is choose good friends. Listen, you are the company that you keep. Your friends will get you in a whole heap of trouble, and your life will be miserable. You are going to be needing to be bailed out of jail, always out there getting high, sneaking around, wondering, just always on the edge, wondering when they're going to catch you. If you have friends that are up to no good, that have you leading a criminal life, a suspicious life, no, pick good friends that are going to help elevate you, help you think deeper about life, help you get closer to God, help you exercise. Find friends that are going to add to your life, not subtract, not have you out there looking over your shoulder at every corner, every second, trying to figure out if somebody coming to get you. That's an unhappy way to live. Man, it is. Find good friends. Number 6. Understand that in life, you will make mistakes. I mean, nobody's perfect. Are you perfect? Let me know now, because I am not perfect. I have made mistakes. I've made big mistakes. I've made little mistakes. I'm going to talk about one of them later. I've made mistakes. We all are going to make mistakes. It is when you think that you're perfect and should never, ever mess up that you end up having a miserable and unhappy life. You begin to hold yourself with unreasonable standards. You hold other people up at unreasonable standards and end up disappointing yourself and disappointing in others frequently. That's going to make your life unhappy. Like, you can, let me stop for a second. You can absolutely think of a situation right now where there's somebody that you think should have done something and they ain't do it. And because of that, you're mad, you're sad, you're disappointed, all of that. Listen, remember what I tell you about this. Understand that you're not perfect. You are going to make mistakes. Other people are going to make mistakes. Forgive. I have a whole video about forgiving. Other thing is accepting the consequences of when you try to dip and dodge. You straight up know you cheated on that test. And now you're going to add lying to it when you get caught. Oh, no, that wasn't me. That was the dog. That was the this. You're going to add lying to it. And you just compound the issue. You're making it worse. You're digging yourself into a deeper hole. Accepting the consequences of your mistakes. You know what? I study and I just really nervous. I knew that if I failed, this and this will happen. And you just accept it. It takes a grown person. It takes some backbone for real. I was going to say, another B word, but not all of us have that. But all of us got a backbone. It takes some backbone to accept the consequences of your actions, and really do, because that would absolutely help you to not say you hate your life. You're going to make mistakes, and be willing to accept the consequences when you do make mistakes. Number 7. Making my own sound effects now. Learn the talents and gifts that you have. Every single one of us have a talent. And if you are living in your gift, living in your talent, you out there running your mouth on the interwebs, talking to YouTube, doing these live streams, if you're out there drawing, playing music, whatever your talent is, find it. If you don't know what it is, ask your friend, ask your mama and them. Ask them what your talent is and find a way to use it in your day-to-day life. I promise you, nothing like having a purpose, nothing like using your talent with purpose to make your life feel so much better. You will never say those words, "I hate my life," ever again if you figure out what your talent is and start using it in a day-to-day basis. All right. Number 8. We're at number 8. Number 8 is honor your parents. Respect your parents and adults, as a matter of fact. It just is what it is. It's a commandment, a promise. Honor your father and your mother that your days may be long in the land of the Lord that God giveth thee. I'm sorry. My brain got a little scrambled, but you know what I'm saying. Respect your parents. And I understand some of your parental situations are a little complicated. I can't get into the details of it, but I have a whole video talking about how to interact with your parents when there's issues between you and your parents. There's a whole video about that. Go check it out. Look for it in one of the playlists, and I promise you'll find it. But as far as possible, make sure that you have a great relationship with your parents. That will, when you have a rift between the person that gave you life, your father, your mother, when you have a rift with that relationship, your life is unhappy. You can fake it and like, it's no big deal. It don't bother me. He can live over there. I don't care. Trust me on this one. You care. And you need to resolve that quickly. You have to watch the video for all the details. I can't go through all the details right now, but trust and believe it's something that has to have a resolution. Number 9 is delay romantic relationships. Your kid. I mean, I know, Dr. D. Nice, I am not a kid. I am grown. Right. Listen, 25 is when your brain is fully developed. I really feel that around 18 or so is when you're fully able to accept the responsibilities of a committed relationship. You really want to wait until you're fully developed in your character as much as possible, because connecting yourself emotionally with another human too soon will stunt your development into who you truly should be. And that you will feel that void. You'll feel the void it's missing, and it will cause you to hate your life. And God forbid this relationship breaks up. You young, you're going to think half your life is gone because this person is no longer with you. It's hard enough to deal with a breakup when you're old, much less when you're young and your frontal lobe, the area of your brain that weighs consequences and actions, when that part is not fully developed yet, you start thinking all kind of crazy things. You start kind of doing crazy things. Stalker behavior. I mean, listen, trust me on this one. Delaying romantic relationships till you're mature is gonna exponentially improve your life. I'm not saying you can't talk to a guy or talk to a girl. No. That's not what I'm saying. You can interact with people of the opposite sex and understand them and understand the complexities of the opposite sex. But don't put yourself in a relationship situation. I'm telling you, your life will be so much better until you're a bit more mature to handle it. And last but not least, number 10. y'all, I'm going to give you all 2 guesses. Guess which one it is. You know what that last one is. It's not least. It actually should be number 1. If you never want to say you hate your life again, this is what you need to do. Smile. Jesus loves you. For real. All those things I mentioned, if you develop a true relationship with God, a true relationship to know that Jesus is your Savior, and all of these things that you battle with and worry with, the mistakes, the need for love, all of those things can be disconnecting with your parents, not having good friends. All of that can be covered under one big fat umbrella called believe that God loves you. Tell him, I believe, and really develop a relationship with God. All right. If you all have any other tips for a person to say, to never say, I hate my life again, please let me know in the comment section below, and let's share with each other. I really hope everybody has an amazing life. And it breaks my heart to hear that there are people out there that really hate your life. And you all know I shared this story before. There was a time when I was 17 that I was saying I hate my life. You can go back and look at that story too. And it really was the God that rescued me from that. So let us share together. I'm happy you're here. I want you to say, I love my life. Go through these 10 tips and let me know if you want to add anything more. All right. How's everybody doing? Okay. Let's see what we have going in the comment section. Let's see. That explains you can borrow my parents' ashes. Let's see. I don't have parents. Well, you had parents at one time. Powder, I'll be your friend. Let's see. So the friends I want don't want me. I'll be your friend. Powder, you are all I need. Do you love me? You know I do. I don't have parents. You can borrow my parents' ashes. That explains your lack of friends. Bad comments. Okay. I don't know what's going on in the comment section. I'm just let y'all ride. Let y'all roll with it. I figure there's some inside jokes in there, but I really hope, I don't know if it's a joke or not, but friends are important. And there's actually a whole video about how to make friends also. Sometimes I wish I could remember to go in and link them underneath the video afterwards. I don't ever remember that, but y'all could dig through the playlist. Just go into the website, and I believe there's like a search thing that you could put in. If you put in friends, I'm sure different videos will pop up about things that I've talked about friendship. All right, where are we at? Remember to shout out Tade, our Bible boxer, for our thumbnail. We appreciate him all the time for what he does for us. The one today is those angry eyes. I hate my life. Living in FOUNT. FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help you unlock your best. Today, we are talking about the T in FOUNT. And the T in FOUNT is for time. Time to sleep. Somebody said before that they were having some trouble with sleeping. 8 to 10 hours. If you're a teenager, that's how many hours you need. If you're older, then you can go into like the 9-8 hour range. Right now, as a teen, though, as a wisdom teething or teen to early 20s, your body is still growing and developing. You need that period of sleep for the body to get in there and fix stuff and grow stuff. If you don't sleep enough, things don't get fixed, things don't get grown the way they're supposed to, and then you end up lopsided. It's true. Okay, like maybe exaggeration. Listen, get some sleep. Best thing to do is go to bed at about the same time every night as schedule. Our body loves schedule. We're on our circadian rhythm and the super charismatic ganglion. All of that is wired to be on a schedule. Go to bed at the same time. Make sure your room is cool, dark, and comfortable and quiet. Have a bedtime routine, something to kind of wind you down before you go to sleep. This is not going to be the time to do your P90X workout. Do people still do the P90X? I don't know. But if they do, this is not going to be the time to do it, okay? Do things that are maybe a gentle stretching and, a little yoga or something to just relax your body. A nice bath, Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt has magnesium in it. Magnesium is one of those elements that relaxes the muscles, relaxes the body. You can do an Epsom salt bath. These are quick little tips that you can try working on. And I have another whole video about how to get sleep too. Just once again, go to the search bar, type in sleep, and I'm sure something would absolutely pop up. Let me see. Why do response comments on the fly? Whatever. The comments make sense when you see them posted as you speak. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll let y'all keep your conversation going. All right, let's see. That's living in found. You know what? I needed to be, let's see. I wanted to actually be showing you all some of these weird things that's up there. Let me pull one up while I'm doing that. Yeah, how's there? Now, do y'all have Valentine's? Are y'all doing anything for Valentine's Day? My husband and I, we're not Valentine's Day people like that. Just like, you know what? Every day is Valentine's Day. We just, we'll talk about it in a second, too. Let's see. La, 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 la. I'm trying to find, I think I showed you all these. Which one did we not go? Which one did we... I feel like all right, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Training to be a bungee warrior. This man is into it, like for real. Are you training to be a rebound warrior? I done broke something, but like for real, I'm actually thinking about getting one of these because I got bad knees, and I tried out one of my friends, and I was like, I think I could do this. But the way they doing it, I'm bound to break something. Because I think I'd have to do a lower impact rebounder. I'm not going to be able to bounce around like he's doing. But, I'm inspired. I am inspired. All right, let's bet. All right, bet. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Okay, the next section, FOCK. This is where we talk about relationships and sexuality. Today, we're going to talk about relationships because it's Valentine's Day. I feel like, do I have a heart? I used to have a heart that I could put up on the screen. Where is it, my heart? Man, did I get rid of it? Let me see where it is. I can't find it. Oh, well. Anyway, regardless of the fact, it's Valentine's Day, you all. And this is the thing. I talked about relationships in the I Hate My Life section. Now, there's some of you all that are in relationships. There's some adults that watch the show. You all are in relationships. Here's my warning to you all. Do not make a manufactured holiday ruin your relationship. Don't do it. This holiday was made up, pulled out of whole cloth. From I don't even know where. Somebody decided that we're going to monetize love and we're going to create a whole day where people can dish out their money, spend money on love. Love is free. Love is free. And somebody decided that, no, it can't be. I need to make some money off it. And they created this Valentine's Day thing. And what's happening is, they're couples that are so invested in this holiday that they've actually broken up, got into arguments, disappointed, all of these things over this holiday that was made up. People have pushed their way into your relationship and you allow them. What did people back in the day do? Did they not love each other that much because they didn't celebrate Valentine's Day? Think about it. No, they loved each other just as much. As a matter of fact, they stayed married longer. And I know people are like, they were not happy. How y'all know they weren't happy? How you know that? People were married for a long time. How you know that they were not happy being together? Come on now. Don't believe the hype. Don't let them monetize your love. Don't put your relationship in jeopardy over a manufactured day. Fine, I'm not saying you cannot acknowledge the day. Sure, if you want to take time and y'all understand you're just going to hang out together and do your thing or whatever, fine. But don't put so much stress on this one day. Your love is more than that. Don't jeopardize it. All right. Oh, God. There is a reason why Cupid rhythm rhymes with stupid. I like that. There is a reason why Cupid rhymes with stupid. All right, done. Last one, not last one. We're talking about our teen archetype, and we're talking about the driver. I had to talk about this one because my son, my oldest son, he is 16. He's actually going to be 17 at the end of this month. Woo, it's crazy. He is very close to getting his learner's permit. He's finished all the lessons. All we need to do is just go down to the station. Now, wherever they do that, where the DMV, we just need to go down there and he needs to take the test, and then he's going to have a learner's permit in his hot little hands, be able to drive with an adult, drive out there. And then after a few hours, he's going to be out there driving by himself. Little tip for you if you're about to get your learner's permit. Listen, be careful on the road. Pay attention. Don't be afraid to drive. This is the beginning of your independence. You're going to be able to move freely about the country in just a little bit. Take your time, learn well, take as many opportunities as you can to drive. And I wish you all the best. And let me know when you're going to be on the street. All right, good luck, drivers. Good luck out there to you all. I know y'all gonna be fine. All right, we're gonna wrap up the end of the show with our frontal lobe training. You know what it is. I share a story about when I was younger, just, as a learning opportunity. A wise person will learn from other people's mistakes, so you don't have to make that mistake by yourself again. All right, here we go. I'm like coughing up a hairball. Here we go. Let me share it with y'all. I can't believe I just straight up embarrassed myself like that in front of this boy that I had a crush on in high school. It's crazy. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. I was in gym class, okay? And I am not an athlete. I was not an athlete then. It was after high school when I started taking martial arts. Well, no, senior year of high school, I discovered that I was an athlete. But this was junior year. I was not an athlete. I was overweight, not horribly, but I definitely had about 20, 30, 40 pounds, something like that to lose. And I was in this gym class, and Forleo, I think that's the boy's name. It's a last name sounding first name, or was it his last name that they called him? I don't even know. Florio? For some reason, I think that was his name. Florio, if you out there, what's up? I had a huge crush on you in high school. I don't know if you remember me or not, but he was a surfer. He was a surfer guy, and we were in the same gym class together. We had the opportunity to be on the same team in playing flag football. This guy never noticed me. And I was just like, Florio. Oh, dreaming of being on this surfboard with him, maybe surfing on the waves, catching a wave, hanging 10, because we're in Florida. But we're back here on the field about to play flag football, and I was on his team. I was like, this is my time to impress him. They're throwing the ball back and forth and catching and running. Then this was my opportunity. They threw the ball to me. I caught it. I caught the ball. Yes, that was the first step. I was so excited that I caught the ball. I looked, is Florio looking? Yes, he was looking. I caught the ball and I took off running because I was going to score a touchdown. And I did. Touchdown. I was like, did he notice me? He sure did notice me because I scored a touchdown in the wrong end zone. I was just beside myself. They were like, no. And I was more focused on, is Florio seeing me? Is he watching? I was more focused on him than even noticing my own other teammates saying, that way, wrong way. I thought they were cheering me on. I thought they were saying, go girl, go Denise, you go girl, run. I was running the wrong way. Straight up messed up and embarrassed myself in front of my crush. He noticed me all right. It is what it is. Wisdom understands that we're going to make mistakes. And the truth is, some mistakes are going to be bigger than the other ones. It's going to be important that you understand where mistakes land in the hierarchy of mistakes. And that's typically measured by their consequences. And you're going to have to be able to really understand where certain mistakes fall to determine the amount of energy that you're going to give it. Little mistakes with little consequences, scoring a touchdown in the end zone for a game that didn't even count. Everybody there learning, nobody really into athletics like that. No big deal. I mean, yeah, it was in front of my crush and whatever. It still don't matter. Your birthday was not lost. You're not going to end up in prison. Nobody's going to die. Measure the consequences. Then there is stupidness. Every single mistake gets maximum energy, maximum attention, maximum tears, maximum remorse. You don't know how to distinguish what is a big deal and what isn't. That is something you really need to work on as you grow. Anyway, there you have it. Wisdom and stupidness. Choose wisdom. Remember, show me your brightest, show me your best, show me the latest guru. God's wisdom lets theirs look like stupidness. All right, we're done. We are done. Done. Let's see, what you got in here, Magic 8-Ball Spot? Road rage is a competitive sport. I agree. Driving is about getting from A to B. It's not a competitive sport. So we're arguing about if driving is a competitive sport. It could be. I don't know, like a race car driver? What kind of driving you talking about, Magic 8-Ball Spot? Because if you got that car with that special engine, I'm not going to incriminate myself on this stream. But, sometimes you got to let the engine, no. Driving is not a competitive sport. Do you hear me? You hear Magic 8-Ball Spot. You heard him. It's not a competitive sport. Take time. Be careful on the road. All right. And road rage, let's see. And you accuse me of bad comments. There are racetracks for that. You're right. Exactly. You know what? I didn't know. I had a friend that I used to work out at a gyrotonics. I don't know if y'all ever heard of gyrotonics, but it's a special exercise I do. Maybe one day I'll pull up the video and y'all can see what gyrotonic is. It's kind of a niche exercise. Anyway, this guy used to work out at a gyrotonic gym with me, and he told me that, yeah, you could go just take your car to a racetrack and just let it go. I didn't know that. Like for a small fee, you could just go. You're right. That's what racetracks are for. What other comments we have going on down there? Well, I don't know. If we don't have anything else, I think we're done. We're done for the day. Anybody have any questions? Anything that we wanted to go over about anything that was said earlier? I really appreciate you all being here. I'm not going to lie. It's actually fun to be doing a live stream and not just out in the abyss that's talking out into the abyss where there's actually people that I'm talking to. So I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm trying to look and see. There is something that usually tells me about the stream. I think YouTube may have changed the settings of the stream. Yeah, I think YouTube may have changed the settings of the stream. Anyway, next week I'll see you all. Let me see. What am I talking about next week? I know this week I'd said something about the monetization of love, but as I was going through the week, this one came to me because of the principal story I was telling you. Let me look real quick to see what I was going to talk about next week. Let me see. All right. So I have here that I considering signs that you're grown up. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm sort of working with now. The signs that you're an adult or grown. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I was going to tackle the spiritual, the physical, and the mental. Let's see. We'll see. If something else pops up before then, I may talk about that. Otherwise, right now, that's going to be what we'll talk about next week. All right. I am out. I wish you all to have an amazing week. You know what? Let me say my thing. And okay. Oh, here it is. This is one of my favorite parts. The Lord bless and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turns his face towards you and give you peace. May the Lord watch between me and you while we're absent one from another. And we are out. As soon as I could find a song. Here we go.
Wisdom teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We've got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys, your game's all tight. FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.